It was supposed to be the future of decentralized finance, an algorithmic stablecoin that would change the world, until it erased over $60 billion in wealth in just days. This is the story of Terra and LUNA, the crypto ecosystem that soared to the moon and then crashed straight into the earth. You're watching The Crypto Historian, where the past is encrypted and the truth is worth mining. At the center of this story is a charismatic South Korean entrepreneur, Do Kwon. Born in 1991, Kwon graduated from Stanford University with a degree in computer science. He worked at Microsoft and Apple before diving into the blockchain space. Known for his intellect and confidence, bordering on arrogance, he co-founded Terraform Labs in 2018 alongside Daniel Shin. Do Kwon envisioned a new global financial system, one that could replace banks, governments, and fiat currencies with algorithmic code. He launched Terra, a blockchain protocol powered by LUNA and a series of algorithmic stablecoins, most famously Terra USD, UST. Unlike centralized stablecoins like Tether, USDT, or Circle's USDC, UST was not backed by cash or real assets. To create one UST, you had to burn $1 worth of LUNA. To redeem one UST, you burned it and received $1 worth of LUNA. This system was designed to incentivize arbitrage, keeping UST pegged to $1 through supply and demand. It was elegant, mathematical, and deeply fragile. By 2021, Terra had taken off like a rocket. The LUNA token exploded in value, from 50 cents in early 2020 to an all-time high of $119 in April 2022. Its meteoric rise was powered by explosive demand for UST, demand largely fueled by the Anchor protocol. Anchor was marketed as a savings account for the blockchain, offering an eye-watering 19.5% annual yield for staking UST. The returns were so high and so steady that many assumed it was subsidized by Terra's development fund. Behind the scenes, Terraform Labs and its backers were propping up the system with venture capital and reserves. The idea was that mass adoption would eventually sustain the yields. But that future never arrived. Do Kwon doubled down. He created the Luna Foundation Guard, LFG, a non-profit charged with defending UST's peg. LFG raised billions in Bitcoin as a pseudo-reserve. By April 2022, LFG held over 80,000 BTC, worth more than $3 billion, intended to act as a backstop if the peg ever wobbled. But UST wasn't just a stablecoin. It was the engine of an entire empire. Over $40 billion in total value locked, more than 3 million wallet addresses interacting with the ecosystem, massive DeFi apps like Mirror, Pylon, and Chai, and a devout online army known as the Lunatics, who treated Do Kwon like a messiah. Kwon mocked critics, calling them poor and insisting Terra was too big to fail. On Twitter, he projected supreme confidence, even as cracks were forming. The fall came fast. On May 7, 2022, users began withdrawing massive amounts of UST from Anchor. A few whale wallets sparked fear. The peg started slipping. As UST dropped to 98 cents, arbitrageurs rushed in, redeeming UST for LUNA at a profit. This triggered the algorithm to mint more and more LUNA to maintain the peg. Within 48 hours, the supply of LUNA ballooned from 350 million tokens to billions, hyperinflation that rendered the token worthless. UST lost its peg entirely. It plunged to 10 cents, then to 1 cent. LUNA dropped from $80 to less than a fraction of a cent. Investors lost everything. Dozens of exchanges halted trading. Projects built on Terra shut down overnight. The dream was over. In total, over $60 billion in market value vanished in less than a week, making it the largest algorithmic stablecoin collapse in history. Do Kwon went quiet, then re-emerged with a plan. LUNA 2.0, a forked version of the Terra blockchain, excluding UST. The original Terra was renamed Terra Classic, but the community was fractured. Trust was shattered. The Bitcoin reserves held by the Luna Foundation Guard? Gone. Kwon claimed they were used to defend the peg, but on-chain analysis raised more questions than answers. Regulators pounced. South Korea issued a warrant for Kwon's arrest. Interpol released a red notice for his capture. The SEC and U.S. Justice Department launched investigations into fraud, securities violations, and market manipulation. In March 2023, Do Kwon was arrested in Montenegro while trying to fly with fake Costa Rican documents. He now faces possible extradition to both South Korea and the United States. His co-founder, Daniel Shin, was also indicted in South Korea. Terraform Labs faces civil and criminal suits in multiple jurisdictions. The collapse of Terra LUNA devastated lives and institutions. Retail investors lost life savings. Hedge funds like Three Arrows Capital and Voyager collapsed. Crypto's total market cap dropped by over $500 billion in the following weeks. It exposed the dangers of unproven financial engineering, the limits of algorithmic stability, and the cult of personality that surrounds charismatic founders. Even today, some Terra-linked wallets remain active, and investigators continue to trace funds. Terra's implosion catalyzed regulatory action around the globe, from MiCA in the EU to stablecoin regulation in the US and Asia. It also changed investor behavior, replacing blind optimism with deep skepticism. Terra was the ultimate illusion, a moonshot powered by belief but undone by math. It taught us that decentralized systems still need checks, and that algorithms are only as trustworthy as the humans who design them. You've been watching The Crypto Historian, where the past is encrypted and the truth is worth mining. If this episode helped you understand one of crypto's most spectacular collapses, like, comment, and subscribe, and share your thoughts below. That concludes our journey through crypto's darkest moments, from OneCoin to BitConnect, Celsius to Plus Token, and now Terra LUNA. Because crypto may be built on code, but its history is written in blood, hype, and billions lost.